Hello everyone, good evening. So here we shall give the solutions of the test on arithmetic progression and coordinate geometry, which was held in September 2025. So in the question number 1, it is told that the 10th term from the end, the 10th term from the end of the AP, the 10th term from the end of the AP, 4, 9, 14, and 254 is. So here we can see that the first term is 4. The common difference D is 9 minus 4, that is 5. So if we take the reverse AP in the reverse order, in the reverse sequence, if we take, then the first term will be the last term, which is 254. And the common difference D dash will be the minus D, that is minus 5. So therefore, we can say 10th term from the end, 10th term from the end, that will be equal to L plus 9 into minus D, which is minus 5. So L is 254 minus 9 into 5, which is 254 minus 45, so that is 209. So option A, so here fill the options were given as 209, option B was 205, option C was 214, and option D is 213. So obviously the answer is 209, so option A is the correct answer. Then in question number 2, it is told if 2x x plus 10 and 3x plus 2 are in AP, so they are in AP, then x is equal to how much? So here the first option is 0, option B is 2, option C is 4, and option D is 6. Option D is 6. So these three terms are in AP, then x is equal to x is equal to, so here the middle term, the twice of the middle term. So we know that if A, B, and C are in AP, if A, B, and C are in AP, then B is the average of the first and the third terms. The second term is the average of the first and the third terms. So I can say that then 2B will be equal to A plus C. 2B will be equal to A plus C. So from here I can say 2B means 2 into x plus 10, that will be equal to 2x plus 3x plus 2. It means 2x plus 20, that will be equal to 2x plus 3x plus 2. So it means that 20, that will be equal to 2x plus 3x plus 2 minus 2x. So 2x and 2x will get cancelled. So I can say 3x plus 2, that is equal to 20, which means 3x equals to 20 minus 2, that is 18. So x will be equal to 18 by 3. So that is equal to 6. 3, 6, 18. So therefore, 6 is the answer. So option D is the correct answer. Then in question number 3, it is told if the nth term of an AP, the nth term of an AP is 7n plus 12, then its common difference is its common difference is the options are given as 12, 5, 7, and 3 is 19. So we know that the nth term of an AP, an that is given as okay. So here an is given as 7n plus 12. So it means first term a1 that will be 7 into 1 plus 12 that is equal to 19. Then the second term that is a2 that will be equal to 7 into 2 plus 12 that is 2 7s are 14 plus 12 that is equal to 26. So therefore I can say the common difference D that will be a2 minus a1 that is equal to 26 minus 19 that is equal to 7. So 7 is the required common difference. So option C is the correct answer. So then question number 4 it is told if the sum of the n terms, the sum of the n terms of an AP, sum of the n terms of an AP is given as Sn is equal to n square plus 4n, n square plus 4n, then common difference of the AP. The common difference of the AP is option A is given as 7, option B is given as 5, option C is given as 8, option D is given as 6. Sum of n terms of an AP that is given as this one, that is this. So now we can say that the first term a1 that will be equal to s1 that is equal to 3 into 1 square plus 4 into 1, so that is 3 plus 4 that is 7. And a2 plus a1 that is the sum of two terms, so s2 that is equal to 3 into 2 square plus 4 into 2 that is 3 4s are 12 plus 2 2s are 8 that is equal to 20. So I can say that a2 plus 7 that is equal to 20. So a2 will be equal to 20 minus 7 that is equal to 13. So therefore I can say the common difference D that is equal to a2 minus a1. So a2 is 13 and a1 is 7. So that will be equal to 6. 6 is the required common difference. So option B is the correct answer. Then in question number 5, question number 5 it is told that if the points is the points A which is 6, 1 and B that is equal to 8, 2 and C that is equal to 9, 4 and D that is E, 3 are the taken in order, then the value of P is A that is 4, B that is minus 6, C that is 7, D that is minus 2. So these points are the vertices of the parallelogram taken in order, then the value of P is of this parallelogram, the vertices are taken in order A, B, C, D. We can say that the that the diagonals will bisect each other. So it means the midpoint of B and D should be equal to the same as the midpoint of A and C. So A is 6, 1, C is 9, 4, D is 3, 3, and B is 8, 2. So it means the midpoint of A and C will be same as the midpoint of B and D, since we know that the rule is in a parallelogram the diagonals will bisect each other. So I can say the point O is the midpoint of A and C, and also O is the midpoint of B and D. O is the midpoint of B and D. O is the midpoint of B and D. So therefore, now we can say that 6 plus 9 by 2, 6 plus 9 by 2 is the midpoint of A and C. That should be equal to 8 plus. Yes, so I can say the midpoint O, that will the if I say that the exponent of point O is x and y coordinate is y, then x, I can say x will be equal to 6 plus 9 by 2, that is equal to 15 by 2, and y will be equal to 1 plus 4 by 2, that is equal to 5 by 2. And similarly, so x should be same as p plus 8 by 2 also, p plus 8 by 2, and y also should be same as 3 plus 2 by 2, is 5 by 2. So y is coming same, but x also, the exponent also should come same. So therefore, I can say p plus 8 by 2, that should be equal to 15 by 2. So I can say p plus 8, that should be equal to 15. So p should be equal to 15 minus 8, that is equal to 7. So 7, option C is the correct answer. 7 is the correct answer. Then in question number 6, it is told the distance of the point, the distance of the point P minus 6, 8 from the origin is option A, that is 8 units, and B, that is 2 root 7 units, and C, that is 10 units, and D, that is 6 units. So we have to find the distance of the point B from the origin. Origin is 0, 0, and point B is here, which is minus 6, 8. The length of the I have to find out. So therefore, the length OB, that will be equal to square root of minus 6 whole square plus 8 square. So that will be 36 plus 64. That is equal to root over 100. That is equal to 10 units. So option C is the correct answer. Then in question number 7, it is told that the coordinates of a point P, where PQ is the diameter of a circle. But PQ is the diameter of a circle whose center is 2 comma minus 3, and Q is 1 comma 4 is. So the coordinates of the point P, where PQ is the diameter of a circle, the center is 2 comma minus 3, and Q is 1 comma 4 is. That PQ is the diameter of a circle whose center is 2 comma minus 3 and Q is 1 comma 4 is. We know that, so it's okay. So here option A is given as 3 comma minus 10 and option B is 2 comma minus 10 and C is minus 3 comma 10 and option D is minus 2 comma 10. So here as we know that the center is the midpoint of the endpoints of the diameter. So if we take the diameter PQ and the center is O, then the center O is the, or we can take it as C. So C will be the midpoint of P and Q. Q is given as 1 comma 4 and point P, let's say we take it as A comma B, and the center is given as 2 comma minus 3. So the midpoint of P and Q is the center. So therefore I can say A plus 1 by 2 that is equal to 2 and B plus 4 by 2 that is equal to minus 3. So therefore I can say A plus 1 that is equal to 4 and B plus 4 that is equal to minus 6. So I can say B is equal to minus 10. So A will be equal to 4 minus 1 that is equal to 3. A is equal to 4 minus 1 that is 3 and B is minus 10. So then it means that the point the coordinates of the point P that is equal to 3 comma minus 10. So option A is the correct answer. And in question number 8, it's given that the distance of the point 3 comma 5, distance of the point 3 comma 5 on the x-axis is k units. On the x-axis is k units. Then k equals how much? K equals how much? So then the option A is given as 3, option B is 4, option 5 is 5. Okay, option C is 5, option D is 8. So from the x-axis, the distance of this point is 3 comma 5 on the x-axis, that is p units. From the x-axis, that is 5 units only. Since we know that the distance of any point from the x-axis is equal to the ordinate of that point, so the ordinate is 5, so the answer is 5. So option C is the correct answer. Then question number 9 and 10 are assertion and reason based. Then so question number 9, in the assertion it is given that the coordinates of the point which divides the join of the point A, which is minus 3 comma 5, and B, which is 2 comma 3, in the ratio 5 is to 2, is given as 4 by 7 comma 25 by 7. Four by 7 comma 25 by 7. So we have to find the coordinates of the point which divides the join of A and B. The ratio 5 is to 2. So we take a point A, point B. Point A is given as minus 3 comma 5 and point B is given as 3 comma 3. Then we have to find the point C. Divides in the ratio 5 is to 2. So the point C, let's say it is x comma y. So the x coordinate of point C that will be okay. So here we have to first tell the reason also. The reason has been told that the coordinates of the point S, x comma y, which divides the line segment as divides the line segment joining the points P x1 y1 and Q x2 y2 in the ratio m1 is to m2 is given as the ratio m1 is to m2 is given as m2 x1 plus m1 x2 by m1 plus m2, m2 y1 plus m1 y2 divided by m1 plus m2. So actually, this is the true reason also. So here we have to find the coordinates of the point C. So x coordinate will be 5 into 2 plus 2 into minus 3 divided by 5 plus 2. So this will be 10 minus 6 by 7. So that is 4 by 7. And the y coordinate of the point C, that is equal to 5 into 3 plus 2 into 5 divided by 5 plus 2. So that will be 15 plus 10 by 7. So that is 25 by 7. So obviously the coordinates of the point C, that will be 4 by 7, 25 by 7. So hence the assertion is true. The assertion is true since it is told that the coordinates of the point which divides A and B in the ratio 5:2 is 4 by 7, 25 by 7. So that is the true statement. And the reason is also given as the coordinates of the point S, which divides the line segment P and Q. The line segment joining the points P and Q in the ratio m1 is to m2. That will be given as m2 x1 plus. So here we have the point S, x comma y, and point P is x1 comma y1, point Q is x2 comma y2. Then it is given x will be m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2, and y coordinate of the point S will be m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. So obviously the reason is also true, and the reason is the correct explanation of the assertion also. So obviously option A is the correct answer. Since both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Then question number 10. In question number 10, it is told that the assertion is given as 184 is the 50th term. 184 is the 50th term of the AP. 184 is the 50th term of the AP. 3, 7, 11, and so on. Then the reason is given as the nth term of an AP. The nth term of an AP is given as given by an is equal to a plus n minus 1d, where a is the first term and d is the common difference of the AP. So here, obviously, the reason is true. The reason is true, and we have to check if the assertion is true or not. So here, the first term of the AP is 3, and the common difference is 7 minus 3, that is 4. So the 50th term we have to find a50, that will be equal to a plus 49d. So that will be 3 plus 49 into 4. 3 plus 49 into 4, so that is 3 plus 4 9 is 36. 4 9 is 36. 4 is 16 plus 3, that is 19. 196 plus 3, that is 199. So the 50th term of this AP is 199, which is but here it is told 184 is the 50th term. So obviously the assertion is false. So the assertion is false and the reason is true. So obviously option D is the correct answer. Then in section D, in question number 11, it is told that if the eighth term of an AP, the eighth term of an AP is 31. The eighth term of an AP is 31, and the 15th term is 16 more than 10th term is 16 more than the 11th term. 16 more than the 11th term, and find the AP. So here we have to find the AP. So the 8th term means A8 has been given as 31 and the 15th term A15 is given as 16 more than the 11th term. Then find the AP. Means the first term in common difference and the sum terms of the AP we have to find out. So here A8 is 31, which means that it is given A plus 7D, that is equal to 31. And A15 means A plus 14D, that is equal to 16, plus A11, which means A plus 10D. So these are the two equations which have been given to us. So if we simplify the second equation, then we will get, so A and A will get cancelled. So 14D minus 10D, that is equal to 16. So I can say that 4D, that is equal to 16. So obviously D will be equal to 16 by 4, that is equal to 4. 4 for the 16. So D is 4. And the first term means A plus 7 into 4, that is equal to 31. And A plus 4 7 28, that is equal to 31. So it means that A will be equal to 31 minus 28, that is equal to 3. A is 3 and D is 4. A is 3 and D is 4. A is 3 and D is 4. Is 3 and D is 4. So therefore I can say the AP is 3, then 7, then 11, then 15, then 19, and so on. So these are some of the terms of this AP. Then in question number 12, it is told that what value of n, what value of n, or what value of n are the nth terms of two APs, the nth terms of two APs, 63, 65, 67, and 3, 10, 17 are equal. For what values of n are the nth terms of these two APs equal? To find the value of n. So the nth term should be equal. So for the first AP, we can see that the first term A, that is 63, and the common difference D, that is equal to 65 minus 63, that is equal to 2. And for the second AP, the first term, let's call it as A dash, that is equal to 3, and the common difference, the D dash, is 10 minus 3, that is equal to 7. So now we can say that the nth term should be same. So for the first AP, the nth term, that is given as an, that is equal to a plus n minus 1 into t, which is equal to 63 plus n minus 1 into 2. And for the second AP, and then for the second AP, the nth term a n dash, that is given as a dash plus n minus 1 into d dash. So that will be 2 plus n minus 1 into 7. So these two should be equal. So we have to find the value of n for which a n that should be equal to a n dash. It means the nth term of the first AP should be same as the nth term of the second AP also. So it means 63 plus 2 into plus 2 into n minus 1, that should be equal to 3 plus 7 into n minus 1. 3 plus 7 into n minus 1. So therefore I can say that 63 minus 3, that will be equal to 7 into n minus 1 minus 2 into n minus 1. So I can say that this will be 60 is equal to 5 into n minus 1. Since n minus 1 I can take as common from these two, then I can write 5 into n minus 1. So it means that n minus 1, that will be equal to 60 divided by 5, which is equal to, which means n minus 1, that is equal to 12. So n will be equal to 12 plus 1, that is 13. So n will be equal to 13. So the 13th terms in the two APs are equal. So n is equal to 13 is the answer. So for n is equal to 13, the nth term of the two APs will be same. Then in question number 13, it is told that which term of the sequence, which term of the sequence 114, 109, 104, and so on is the first negative term. Is the first negative term. Is the first negative term. So which term is the first negative term? So to find that, which term of this sequence is the first negative term, that we have to find out. So now, so here the first term, that is given as 114, and the final difference is 109 minus 114, that is equal to minus 5. So then the first negative term, it means, so it means an, okay, the nth term should be negative, means an should be less than 0. It means an, that would be a plus n minus 1 d, that should be less than 0, which means that 114 minus 5 into n minus 1, that should be less than 0, which means that we can say that minus 5 into n minus 1, that should be less than minus 114. So it means 5 into n minus 1, that should be greater than 114. So it means that n minus 1, that should be greater than 114 by 5, which means n should be greater than 114 by 5 plus 1, which means n should be greater than, this is 5 to z 10, 5 to z 10, 5 to z 15, then 5 to z 10, 5 8 is 40, 22.8 plus 1, so it means n should be greater than 23.8. So n should be a whole number. So hence I can say n is equal to 24. Or hence I can say the 24th term of the AP, the 24th, term of this AP, is the first negative term. The first negative term. So hence you can say that. So it means for n is equal to 24 means A24. You can check also. A24 will be 114 minus 5 into 23. So that will be 114 minus 5 to 15. 5 to 10, 115. So that is minus 1. So hence we can say that 24th term is the first negative term. So 24 is the answer. What is the answer? Then the question number question number 14. Question number 14, it is told that the x coordinate, the point P, the x coordinate of a point P is twice its y coordinate, twice its y coordinate, twice its y coordinate. P is equidistant. P is equidistant from Q, Q comma -5 and R, which is -3 comma 6. Find the coordinates of the point P. Find the coordinates of the point P. P is equidistant from Q and R. Find the coordinates of the point P. So now we can say that uh, let's say let the point P be 2a comma a. Since it is told the x coordinate is twice its y coordinate and P is equidistant from Q and R. So it means it is given that PQ is equal to PR. This is given. So we have to find the coordinates of the point P. So PQ is equal to PR. It means that PQ square I can say that is equal to PR square, which means I can say PQ square means it will be, so P is the point 2a comma a, P, and Q is 2 comma -5 and R is -3 comma 6. So we have to use the fact that PQ is equal to PR. So PQ, the length PQ whole square, we have to find out. PQ square, so that will be equal to 2a minus 2 whole square. Two a minus 2 whole square plus a plus 5 whole square. That should be equal to 2a plus 3 whole square plus k minus 6 whole square. So which means that a plus 5 whole square minus a minus 6 whole square. So that will be equal to 2a plus 3 whole square minus of 2a minus 2 whole square. So hence we can say that this a square minus b square, that is a plus b into a minus b. So that will be a plus 5 plus a minus 6 into a plus 5 minus a plus 6. So that will be equal to a square minus b square, which will be a plus b into a minus b. So this is a 2a plus 3 plus 2a minus 2 into 4a plus 3 minus 2a plus 2. So then this will be 2a minus 1 into a and a will cancel here. 6 plus 5, that is 11. That is equal to 2a plus 2a, that is 4a plus 1. 2 minus 2, that is 1. Into 2a and 2a will get cancelled. This is 2 plus 2, that is 5. So hence we can say that 11 into 2a, that is 22a minus 11, that is 5 to 20a plus 5. So then this will be 22a minus 20a, that is equal to 5 plus 11. This will be 2a, that is equal to 16. So a will be equal to 8. So a is equal to 8. So hence we can say, hence 2a, that will be 3. So hence we can say 2a will be equal to 16. And so we can say the coordinates of the point P is, the coordinates of the point P is 2a comma a, so it is 16 comma 8. 16 comma 8 is the answer. 8 is the answer. Then for question number 15, question number 15 it is told, write the coordinates, write the coordinates, write the coordinates of the point, coordinates of the point on the x-axis. Here's the point on the x-axis, which is equidistant, from point A, which is minus 2 comma 0, and B 6 comma 0. So we have to write, so the point A is towards the left of the origin, which is minus 2 comma 0. B is towards the right of the origin, which is 6 comma 0, and both lie on the x-axis. So we have to find a point on the x-axis. Let's say that is point C, which is x comma 0, which is equidistant from the points A and B. So hence we can say that AC that should be equal to BC, and G given. And we can say that let the required point be x comma 0, which is equidistant from A and B. So hence we can say that AC square that should be equal to BC square. So now AC square, it means that this will be x plus 2 whole square plus 0 square, obviously. That is equal to BC square, that is 6 minus x whole square. 6 minus x whole square plus 0 square. So that will be x plus 2 whole square, that is equal to x minus 6 whole square. If you solve it, then you get and write x plus 2 whole square minus of x minus 6 whole square, that is equal to 0. So it means you can write a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square. That is x plus 2 plus x minus 6 into x plus 2 minus of x plus 6, that is equal to 0. So x and x will get cancelled. Here this will be 2x minus 4 into this is 8, that is equal to 0. So it means 2x minus 4 equal to 0. So it means 2x is equal to 4. So it means that x is equal to 3. So it means that x is equal to 2. X is equal to 3. So hence we can say that so the required point on the x-axis, which is equidistant from A and B. Equidistant from A and B is 2 comma 0. So 2 comma 0 is the answer. Then in question number 16, it is told that if point A which is minus 2 comma 1, and B which is A comma 0, and C which is 4 comma B, and D which is 1 comma 2, are the vertices. The vertices of a parallelogram. The vertices of a parallelogram ABCD. Find the values of A and B. Find the values of A and B. Find the values of A and B. And hence find the length of its sides. Hence find the length of its sides. So here it is a parallelogram ABCD. ABCD is a parallelogram. So point A is given as minus 2 comma 1. Point B is A comma 0. C is 4 comma B, and D is 1 comma 2. So we know that in a parallelogram the diagonals will bisect each other. diagonals will bisect each other. So let's say they intersect at point O. So I can say that O is the midpoint of AC also and BD also. So O is the midpoint of AC as well as BD. Since why? Since the reason is that since the diagonals in a parallelogram will bisect each other. Since the diagonal in since the diagonals in a parallelogram will always bisect each other. Always bisect each other. So therefore, now you can say so the coordinates of the point O, if I take it as x comma y here. So let's say the coordinates, let's say the coordinates of the point O is x comma y. Then therefore x will be equal to -2 plus 4 by 2, which is equal to 2 by 2, which is 1, and then y, which is equal to b plus 1 by 2, and similarly x will be equal to the midpoint of b and d, so it means it is a plus 1 by 2, and y will be equal to 0 plus 2 by 2, which is 1. It means the point 2 should be 1 comma 1. So it means therefore I can say, therefore we can say we have found that 1 comma 1, that is actually same as 1 comma, same as 1 comma b plus 1 by 2, which is also same as a plus 1 by 2 comma 1. So it means therefore a plus 1 by 2 is also 1, and b plus 1 by 2 that is also 1. So it means that a plus 1 that is equal to 2 and b plus 1 that is also equal to 2, which means that a is also 1, b is also 1. So hence we can say now therefore the parallelogram ABCD, uh, parallelogram ABCD, uh, A is 1 minus 2 comma 1 minus 2 comma 1, and B is A comma 0, which means it is 1 comma 0, and C is 4 comma B, so 4 comma 1 here, and D is 1 comma 2. D is 1 comma 2, and the midpoint of the diagonals is 1 comma 1. So therefore, we have to find out the lengths also. So therefore, now the length AB, that will be equal to square root of -2 minus 1 whole square plus 1 minus 0 whole square plus 1 minus 0 whole square. So that will be equal to square root of 3 square plus 1 square. So that will be equal to root over 10 units. And then BC that will be equal to square root of 4 minus 1 whole square plus 1 minus 0 whole square. So that will be equal to square root of 3 square plus 1 square. So that will be equal to square root of 9 plus 1, that is root over 10 units. Then CD that will be equal to square root of 4 minus 1 whole square plus 1 minus 2 whole square. So that is also the square root of 3 square plus 1 square. That is also root over 10 units. Similarly, this AD length, that will be also square root of 1 plus 2 whole square plus 2 minus 1 whole square. So that is also root over 10 units. So it means that all the four sides are equal. So hence it is a rhombus. So here, since the lengths have been asked and the values of A and B have been asked, therefore the final answer is, therefore the values of A is 1, B is 1, and we can say the length of each side, which is AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA, that is equal to root over 10 units. So this is the length of each side is root 10 units. Then in question number 17, it is told that find the sum of find the sum of all three digit natural numbers, all 3-digit natural numbers which leave the remainder free leave the remainder 3, which leave the remainder 3 when divided by 5. Divided by 5. So the 3-digit numbers we have to find. So the first term we have to find. So when suppose 100 is divided by 3, no, when divided by 5, the remainder should be 3. So it means 5 is at 10. So if you take 103, then it will leave the remainder 3. This way 103 divided by 5 to 2, then it will be 5 is at 10, then 3, so 0, 0, so the remainder is 3. So it means the first term is 3, it is 103, then the next term will be obviously 108, then it will be plus 5, that is 113, and so on. And it will go till we have to divide 999. So this will be 5 1 the 5 49 and 5 9 the 45 and again 4 9 5 9 the 45. So the remainder is coming 5 here. No, the remainder is coming 4. So it means if we take 998, the remainder will be 3. Since why if we divide 998 by 5, then it will be 5 1s are 5 4 49 5 9s are 45 48. So this will be 5 9s are 45. So here you can see the remainder is 8 is 3. The remainder is 3. So obviously the last 3-digit natural number which will leave the remainder 3 when divided by 5, that is 998. So this is the AP which we should consider here. So we have to find the sum of all these 3-digit natural numbers. So here we can see that the first term is 103, so it is an AP having the common difference as 5. And the last term AN, that is 998. So here this N we have to find out. This N we have to find. So here the nth term is 998. So it means that 998, that is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. You can say 103 plus 5 into n minus 1, that is equal to 998. So hence we can say that 5 into n minus 1, that is equal to 998 minus 103. So therefore n minus 1, that is equal to 895 divided by 5. 895 divided by 5. So it means that n minus 1, that will be equal to 5 ones of 5. 5 ones of 5, 5 sevens are 55, 5 ones of 5, 5 sevens are 35, 5 sevens are 25. So it means n will be equal to 176. N will be equal to 176. N is equal to 176 here. So there are 176 terms here. There are 176 terms. So therefore we have to find the sum of all these terms. So therefore the sum of 176 terms Sn, that is 1 S176, that is equal to n by 2, 176 by 2, a n by 2 into a plus an. Since we know that Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus an, so that will be equal to 176 by 2 into a, which is 103 plus 998. This will be 176 by 2 into, so it will be, if we add 2 here, this will be 1000. So this will be 1101. So this will be 82. Here, so this will be 198. This will be a plus n minus 1 into d. D is 5. This is 895. 5 ones are 5 and 5 sevens are 35. 5 are 25, 1 is 26. 2 8 is 16, 2 8 is 16. So here first term, a plus n minus 1 into d, and 3, 5. 998 minus 103, so this will be 5, 9, this is 8, 5 by 5, 895 divided by 5, so this will be 5 ones are 5, 39, 5 single 35, okay, that's will be 35, 45, 5 nines are 45, so this will be 179. 179 plus 1, this will be 180. So there was some mistake here. This will be 180 instead of 176. Be 180 instead of 176. Instead of 176. So this will be 179. So this is 180. N is equal to 180. So this is 180 by 2. So this will be equal to 90 into 101. So this is 99090. So this is the required sum. 99,090 is the required sum of all the 3-digit natural numbers, which will leave the remainder 3 when it is divided by 5. So 99,090 is the. Then here in question number 18 is told that the sum of the 4 consecutive terms, sum of the 4 consecutive terms, sum of the 4 consecutive terms of an AP, sum of the 4 consecutive terms of an AP is 32, and the ratio of the product, the ratio of the product of the first, ratio of the product of the first and the last term, ratio of the product of the first and the last term to the product of the two middle terms. The product of the two middle terms is 7:15, and find the numbers. Find the numbers. So here it is told some of the 4 consecutive terms of an AP. Some of the 4 consecutive terms of an AP is 34. Let's say, so we can say let the 4 consecutive terms, let the 4 consecutive terms of the AP, the 4 consecutive terms be A minus AD, and a minus d, and a plus d, and a plus 3d, respectively. And their sum is 32, and the ratio of the product of the first and last term to the product of the two middle terms is 7:15, and we have to find the numbers. So here we can see that in the AP, the first term is a minus 3d, and the common difference, let's call it as d dash, that is a minus d minus of a plus 3d, that's equal to 2d. So the common difference is 2d. So here, it is given that sum of the first two terms means a minus 3d plus a minus d plus a plus d plus a plus 3d. The sum is equal to 32. This is equation 1. And it is given that the ratio of the product of first and last terms means a minus 3d into a plus 3d divided by the product of the two middle terms, which is a minus d into a plus d, that is equal to 7/15. So this is the equation 2. So then we have to find the numbers. So now we can see that if we add all these, so then 3d will get cancelled, d and d will get cancelled. So 4a is equal to 31. So we can say that a will be equal to 32 by 4, that is equal to 4 8s are 32. A is equal to 8. A is equal to 8. So we can say that 8 minus 3d into 8 plus 3d, then that divided by 8 minus d into 8 plus d. 8 plus d, that will be equal to 7/15. 1/15. So then this will be 8 so this will be 8 square minus 3d whole square divided by 8 square minus d square, that will be equal to 7/15. So I can say that 64 minus 9d square into 15, that will be equal to 64 minus d square into 7. So we can say that this will be 64 into 15 minus 9 into 15 into d square is equal to 64 into 7 minus 7 into d square. So hence we can say 64 into 15 minus 64 into 7, that is equal to 9 into 15 d square minus 7 d square. So this will be 64, I can take as common. So 64 into 15 minus 7, that will be equal to 15 nines are, that is 135, and d square minus 7 d square. So hence we can say this will be 135 minus 7, so that is 128. 128 d square, that is equal to 64 into this is 8. So therefore I can say d square will be 64 into 8 divided by 128. So we can say that 64 pizza is 128. 2 4 is 8. So here we can see that d square into 4. That means d will be equal to plus or minus 2. D will be equal to plus or minus 2. So therefore we can say that the required terms we have to find. So therefore the numbers are a minus 3d, which means 8 minus 3 into 2, 8 minus 2, and then 8 plus 2, and 8 plus 3 into 2. Or I can say they will be 2, 6, 10, and 14. Or if we take, so this will come if we take d as 2, and or we will get, or if we take d as minus 2, then we will get the numbers as 14, 10, 6, and 2. So it means the same set of 4 numbers we will get. So hence we can say, hence the final answer is, hence the required numbers are 2, 6, 10, and 14. We can see also, we can check that if we add these 4 numbers, then we will get 20, we will get 32 only. So hence this is the required answer. Then in question number 19, it is told that and find the relation in between x and y. Find the relation. Find the relation in between. Find the relation in between x and y, such that px comma y is such that the point px comma y is equidistant from the point A is 3 comma 5 and 2 is 7 comma 1. And hence write the coordinates. Write the coordinates. Write the coordinates of the points and write the coordinates of the points on the x-axis and the y-axis, which are equidistant, from the points, which are equidistant from the points A and B. Equidistant from the points A and B. So we have to find the point Px comma y, which is equidistant from A, which is 3 comma 5, and B, which is 7 comma 1. So PA equal to PB has been given. Then write the coordinates of the points on x and y axis, which are equidistant from A and B. So here, so therefore we can say that it is given PA should be equal to PB is given. So therefore I can say PA square that should be equal to PB square, which means that PA square, that is x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 5 whole square, that is equal to x minus 7 whole square plus y minus 1 whole square. Which means I can say x minus 3 whole square minus x minus 7 whole square, that is equal to y minus 1 whole square minus of y minus 5 whole square. So then this will be x minus 3 whole square. So a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. So it is x minus 3 plus x minus 7 into x minus 3 minus of x plus 7, which is equal to a square minus b square. So y minus 1 plus y minus 5 into y minus 1 minus of y plus 5. So this will be x will get cancelled, y and y will get cancelled. So this will be 2x minus 10 into 4, that will be equal to 2y minus 6 into 5 minus 1, that is 4. 4 and 4 will get cancelled. From here, 2 I can take as common, so 2 into x minus 5, that is equal to 4 into y minus 3. 2 and 2 also will get cancelled. So I will get x minus 5 is equal to y minus 3. So I can say this will be x equal to y plus 5 minus 3. So that is x is equal to y plus 2. X is equal to y plus 2. So this is the required relation in between x and y for the points P. So it means the point P, I can say it will be of the form x, which is y plus 2. So I can say it will be of the form y plus 2 comma y. Or we can say y is equal to x minus 2. So it means, or we can also say the point P is of the form x comma x minus 2. Is also given. So it means that if we want to find any point on the x-axis, it means y coordinate will be 0. Then the point P obviously will be 2 comma 0, which will lie on the x-axis. And if we want to find a point which lies on the y-axis, so then x coordinate will be 0. So this will be of the form 0 comma minus 2, which will lie on the y-axis. So hence we can say that the answer will be of this form, that the required relation in between x and y, the required relation is y is equal to x minus 2, and the point and the points on the x-axis and y-axis, which are equidistant from A and B. That equidistant from A and B. Which are equidistant from A and B are, that will be 0, comma, -2, and that will be those 2 points. That will be 2, comma, 0 on the x-axis. That will be 2, comma, 0 and 0, comma, -2 respectively.